Yo, what is up guys? It is Samool back again with another Epic 7 video for you guys today. And today we actually have another leak to talk about. Now the first leak we talked about yesterday, it was the leak for the full Metal Alchemist collab that will be coming to Epic 7 in the future, probably around fall or winter I'd say, so we have a long ways away. If you guys are interested in that, make sure you guys check out my last video. We talk about the Full Metal Alchemist leak that was leaked on the Taiwanese Epic 7 community. Very interesting. But today we actually have another leak, and that leak is going to be for the limited unit coming out next week, Summer Charlotte. Now Summer Charlotte, she, some of you guys might be happy because she does not seem as broken as, other limited units in the past. And that might make you happy because you have more time to save bookmarks for Seaside Bologna, for, the Tensura collab, and also for the Full Metal Alchemist collab, which is probably coming after the Tensura rerun, right? So you guys will have a lot of time to save your bookmarks, especially because I definitely don't think Summer Charlotte will be that strong. And as you can see, this is her artwork on your right here. She looks pretty cool, but looking at her kit, we're going to talk about her skills in depth in this video. I don't think she'll be that crazy. So starting off, let's look at her base stats here. So she is an Ice Knight. It's not stated here, but she is an Ice Knight. And Knights generally will have low base attack, as you can see here, and base speed. She's very bulky though, and she does get a lot of crit chance. She's getting 22% crit chance from her Awakenings, which will make her a lot easier to hit max crit chance on. The problem is her base attack is very low, which you're going to see is going to actually hinder her ability to actually do things with her kit, because she's going to kind of rely on doing a lot of damage. So mostly, you can actually use flat attack, main stat, like rings and necks on her, probably rings, right? Because next you want crit damage, because her base attack is so dang low. So if you have a really nice attack ring, you can actually use that on her. But yeah, I'm not really too happy about her being a knight again. I was kind of hoping she'd be a warrior or something to make her a damage higher, especially if they wanted to make her a damage dealer again, as you're going to see from her kit. So looking at her imprint release, you're going to see her regular imprint release is HP for a team, nothing too crazy, but the imprint concentration on herself is attack percent. Again, this is really weird because her base attack is already low, so actually her imprint concentration value is actually a lot lower than you'd expect, because imprint concentration will take from your base stats, so she's getting a lot less attack from her concentration than you would on like a Spectre Tenebria or something else that also has attack percent. So let's look at her skills real quick and talk about, do I think she'll be good? So this is her S1. Her S1 is a single target attack that has a 50% chance up to 60% if you Mulligore it, to decrease defense for 1 turn. When you activate this S1 as a dual attack, so if like a Conquer Lilius or an Adventure Ross brings her, this attack will change into an AoE attack, and this AoE attack cannot trigger a counter attack and will CR push herself by 20%. So very nice that this does not trigger counter attacks, because otherwise she'd be pretty much unusable against units like Violet, Rem, Belly, and stuff like that. So very nice. And also you can soul burn this for only 10 souls, and this will always do an AoE attack. So the soul burn's nothing crazy. I think the S1 soul burn is actually just like kind of useless. They should have put this on a different ability to make it do more damage, like her S3, as we'll see. But I think the soul burn effect is just meh. It's really cheap, but it's an effect that you can get without soul burning if you actually play around your kit. Her S1 probably will do pretty decent damage like Fire Charlotte, but this is nothing too crazy. Very similar to her base unit, S1. Next we have her S2. So her S2 is going to give her more crit chance. So you're going to see this can go up to 20% bonus crit chance, which is probably why her base crit chance and her base stats is very high. And there is a unique buff that is coming to the game with this unit. So you're going to see at the end of every 4 ally turns, she will grant herself Enhanced Dual Attack. Now Enhanced Dual Attack is a buff that is undispellable, and when an ally except for the caster uses a skill S1, S2, or S3, and the caster is available to use a dual attack, it will attack the same target with her S1. Now this enhanced dual attack cannot be dispelled, like I said, and this will only last for 1 dual attack. So basically, if a unit attacks another unit with a skill, Charlotte would then use her S1 on an AoE, the AoE enhanced version, and then do a lot of damage and CR push herself. This will also give her Fighting Spirit, which you're going to see she actually wants a lot of, because when you're at full Fighting Spirit, at the start of your turn, you'll dispel all debuffs from yourself, a full cleanse, give yourself increased attack, and reset your S3 cooldown. Her S3 is very strong, as you're going to see, and looks very interesting. So this is her S3. Her S3 is a single target attack and is a stun for 1 turn, similar to Spectre Tenebria's S3. but this will also give everyone speed buff for 2 turns, which will help out with her low base speed. And since she also has that CR push in her S1, she'll cycle pretty quickly because of this. And this damage dealt will also increase proportional to the target's lost HP. So this will actually do more damage against lower targets. I don't know, I'm trying to think why that would be a thing, but you know, interesting. There's not a lot of abilities like that. This is going to be extremely powerful in PvE for Holo Trials for bosses, especially where knights are boosted. You can probably use her with like Fighter Maya against that knight boosted Holo Trials boss and do very well, because when the boss is in that vulnerable stage, they're at 1 HP, and she'll probably be very decent in Ancient Inheritance as well, because she is a damage dealing knight because of this. But yeah, nothing too crazy. I think her S3 is actually not that great. The stun is pretty nice, the speed buff is pretty nice, but unless the multipliers on this are extremely high, it will not be that good. And I don't think it will be extremely high because 1, her base attack is very low. 2, this S3 does not scale with HP or anything. And 3, this will do more damage proportional to the target's lost HP. So you're going to have to save her S3. The way she looks like she's going to play out, guys, is that she's going to be kind of like a unit that you have to wait until later on into the fight and then nuke something, which is kind of counterintuitive because her S2 tries to play into resetting her S3 cooldown. So it kind of makes it seem like that you want to use your S3 a lot, but then also you want to hold on to it. So it's kind of weird. And also she's an Ice Knight, guys. So what's the problem with that? She'll get countered by like Landies, Violets, right, which are not as meta anymore, but still very usable, and very hard countered still by Rimuru. Rimuru is always going to be a unit that counters ice units that are bruisery, like Rem, and now also limited Summer Charlotte. So yeah, my final thoughts on this unit is, even though she looks cool, I'm sure her animations look great, and I'm sure she looks really fun to use because of her unique mechanic, I don't think she'll be extremely broken or even like very strong. I think she'll just be like average or a little bit above average for PvP, maybe even terrible. We never even know yet until people try her out. But it really looks like Smilegate is trying to stray away from releasing units that are extremely OP because of the Hwayoung incident. If you guys know, you know, Hwayoung has been released and then she's everywhere, even though they release counters to her. But yeah, I think they're trying to be more careful with how they balance their units. Probably what will happen is this unit will probably get buffed within the next few months if she ends up being bad. But who knows, maybe she'll be really good. Maybe people will find a really strong team comp for her. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys this video to kind of show you her skills and kind of, you know, calm your worries, because I know a lot of you guys out there are like stressing out about saving your bookmarks because you guys have to pull for Limited Charlotte. If you guys didn't pull for Rimuru and Milim, you guys have to pull for them as well when the collab comes out. And then you also have that Full Metal Alchemist collab and also Seaside Melina. The great news is you can probably skip on this unit as a newer player, or even like a late game player. This unit does not look that great for PvP, and for PvE, she's only going to be used in Holo Trials, it looks like. So yeah, nothing she'll really help you out in. She doesn't really look that great in PvE, to be honest. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, guys. I just wanted to leak or tell you guys about the leak for this unit. And you know, if you guys are stressing out about your bookmark situation, it's fine. This unit is pretty much skippable in my opinion, unless people try her out after she releases. Her banner will be out for 2 weeks, so you have 2 weeks to decide. If she ends up being super broken, then sure, you can pull for her, but I don't think she's worth pulling for. But before we end the video though, guys, let's actually talk about her artifact. So this is her artifact, guys. This artifact is basically Draco Plate, but she also takes less damage. Honestly, sure, this artifact will be the best on her because it will give her crit damage, but also, like, the thing is, yeah, I mean, it's a great artifact for her. But the thing is, if the unit's not that great, there's no point using it, right? So I think this artifact you'll want to run on her for sure. You can also use like Justice for All probably. But I think this artifact you're definitely going to want if you are going to use her, because it's very suited for offensive knights. Obviously, it's basically the knight's version of Draco Plate with damage reduction built in. Well, I mean, I guess Draco Plate has that as well. But yeah, basically a knight Draco Plate. So this will be very good on her. And in the future, if Smilegate releases more damage dealing knights, such as like Ilyanov and stuff like that, then you're definitely going to still want this artifact. So I think this artifact is definitely worth buying, actually, if you have the extra powder, because this artifact looks like in the future it'll be very good for other units that might come out. And for Limited Charlotte or Summer Charlotte, if you pull for her, you're definitely going to want this as well. So yeah, that being said, this is pretty much it for the video, guys. Just wanted to let you guys know what was coming out in the future. Limited Charlotte is coming out in a week from this video's release with her artifact, and yeah, these are her skills and her artifacts. So I'll probably talk about her more in a future video, just to, you know, let you guys know what I think about her more in depth, because I probably will pull for her, and yeah, I'll you know, probably release a video testing her out. So that being said, I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I'll see you guys next video. Peace.